have, of course, heard me say this before, but the opportunity that I get to stand up here before you guys 3 times a year and be a small part of the team that presents Spirit Awards is really the greatest part of my job. I get to work with these folks here this year, members of our Spirit Awards Selection Committee, Aidan Guarnuccio, Anthony Ianta, Jay Post, Ms. McNally, Mr. Irvine, and of course, Mr. Doody. I'd like to give them a round of applause. Here we are at the end of November, and I feel like I haven't had a chance to be before you guys for such a long time. Probably not since we got together at the beginning of the school year for orientation. So I think that's one of the reasons why this particular round of Spirit Awards here at Thanksgiving is really at the top of my list. For our underclassmen, for some of those who are new to the school, just a little bit about the nature of the Prep Spirit Award. Prep Spirit Awards are given to the young men who model for our entire community the qualities and values that define a prep student. The characteristics outlined in our mission statement and the grad, which speak about Prep's desire to form men who are open to growth, intellectually competent, religious, loving, and committed to doing justice. That is, students who, by what they do and how they do it, give life to our community. It is hoped that we can pay particular attention to the unsung heroes among us. Well, you guys can all come up. Let's go up. Stage all over.
We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. This quote from Aristotle speaks on the importance of putting your everything into everything you do. True excellence is a lifestyle, choosing to perform to the best of your ability in your schoolwork, in your extracurriculars, in the way you lead, and in the way you help. And, even though he may not know it, this Spirit Award winner has turned excellence into a daily habit. This habit of excellence starts with this student's academics. An Ignatian and a Sheehan scholar, this student is no stranger to difficult subjects. From the first glance at his schedule, anyone can see how difficult it is, packed to the brim with honors and AP classes. Yet this student survives and even thrives in this environment. He constantly strives to do more, understand more, even having heated discussions over some topics, and make more interdisciplinary connections, fully living out the modus. As one nominator wrote, he is modest about his accomplishments, and they are many. Yet even with his challenging academics, this student makes time for a variety of extracurriculars, trying to make the most out of every precious moment of his high school experience. Musically, he has involved himself both in Vox and in the band, while athletically, he has found a unique mix of bowling and baseball. Even this year, he has shown his continued openness to growth by joining his hometown marching band. More than simply showing excellence in what he does, this Spirit Award winner shows excellence in how he treats others. In the midst of his busy schedule, he always makes time for others, stopping to help them with homework or simply to have a good conversation. He has become a leader for the underclassmen with simple but effective welcomes or small little fixes of their collars before a major performance. His outstanding leadership most recently came back to reward him as he won the Heisman Academic Scholarship. In all, this nominee sees when and where he is needed and always goes to help. The idea of saying no or leaving someone on their own never enters his mind. In honor of his demanding studies, his continued openness to growth, and his commitment to others, we proudly present this Spirit Award to this senior from Nutley, Matthew.
Kindness is one of the most powerful gifts a person can possess. In the heat of the moment, we might raise some more for their athletic prowess, their academic accomplishments, or their artistic talents. But when we look back on it, what we really remember are the simple acts of kindness. These small acts have the power to brighten up a day, to make the unbearable bearable, and even to change lives. But so often the people who perform these acts of kindness don't realize the impact they have. They are motivated simply by the generous love for others and seek no other recognition. This Spirit Award winner fully embodies that humble, selfless spirit. Although many may see this student as quiet, his friends know him for his honesty, compassion, and humor. He's a dedicated member of the fencing team, and a gifted student with a particular talent for languages, distinguished himself this year in German and Mandarin. But perhaps his greatest claim to fame is the way he helps others. One student nominator wrote, "He is the pinnacle of giving himself to others, whether it is taking the time at the end of an assignment to help someone who might be struggling, or picking the kid that no one talks to be his partner." Students noted his caring nature, and that he was always there for students going through academic or emotional struggles. The nominator said that he serves as a good influence for friends and classmates, and strives to make sure that everyone is included. They wrote, "He's the only one who stops a situation if someone's getting hurt, or if things are getting out of hand. He is one of, or maybe even the, most benevolent and cordial person I've ever met." In recognition of his many achievements, and especially of his unfailing kindness, we are proud to present the Spirit Award to this senior from Maplewood, Alex Wasden.
Reminds us of our potential in a line from The Tempest, which says, "We are such stuff as dreams are made of." This Spirit Award recipient is one who clearly has dreams and works incredibly hard towards them. In so many ways, and to so many here at 144 Grand, he embodies the ideal characteristics of the prep man every day. Despite his rigorous course load of numerous honors and AP classes, the student manages to contribute to the prep community in many different ways. Dedicated to his faith and the faith formation of others, this senior consistently brings a positive attitude to everyone and everything he does. He is a good friend, always kind, and is always the first to help someone in need. A fellow student who nominated him wrote, "He is kind, motivated, and brings up the spirits of others. He always asks how you are doing, and no matter if he is busy or not, he takes time out of his day to see what is going on in your life. He is the most loving person I know in this school." As someone who has had the pleasure of teaching him both junior and senior year, I can promise you that he has taught me lessons about pushing on and rising above an injury sustained in his hockey career that pulled him from the ice for quite some time. Recently, in the face of a heartbreaking loss of a friend, he showed me what real dignity looks like. I also hear he has a pretty serious valve swing. For his compassion, loving nature, and dedication to the prep community, we proudly present this Spirit Award to this senior from Ramsey, Brady.
It is hard for an individual to be recognized for a welcoming attitude that radiates among the majority of the senior class.
but this is exactly what one nominator wrote for this Spirit Award winner. This prep senior has been known to look beyond himself, often overlooking personal tribulations and taking time out of his day to help tutor underclassmen. Along with tutoring, this Spirit Award winner has stayed active in the school as a member of campus ministry team and Celtic Club. This Spirit Award winner also pushes himself athletically, earning varsity letters in soccer, track, and rugby. Despite a course load that contains many APs and honors, this Spirit Award winner has been known to go above and beyond in all aspects of his daily life. He is also known for his respectful attitude and his maturity. As one nominator wrote, he always represents prep in the best way possible, no matter what. For his kindness, commitment of being a faithful friend to many, and his maturity that is well beyond his years, we proudly present this Spirit Award to this senior family, Aidan Christman.
When thinking of this senior, one of the first words that comes to mind is care. He is truly a prep man for others, always checking in with those around him. This senior, though seldom the loudest in the room, is sociable and always insightful in his comments on his peers. One nominator summarized this plainly, observing that he simply makes prep a better place. This senior is not just confined to the hallways of classrooms 144 Brady. He is involved in a crowded and diverse extracurricular schedule, ensuring his charisma and pleasant demeanor touches as many aspects of prep life as possible. As a starter and leader on the rugby team, he brings his energy to the athletic field. As a voted participant in prep dramatics, where his talents can be shown on the stage. Finally, he is an active member of campus ministry team, where his loving and helpful nature can benefit those younger than the prep. For all he contributes to the prep community and more, we are proud to present the Spirit Award to this senior and proud older brother from the playing field, Bryson Shipman.
Ambassador of prep standards. These 6 words are not an excerpt from the original document describing Spirit Award recipients. They are a quote from our next awardee's coach. They are succinct and accurate. When we think of the many characteristics of a student deserving of a Spirit Award, this senior embodies most, if not all. One of his teachers commented, "In all my years at prep, I've never met a student who is known and appreciated by the entire community. He is appreciated because he loves prep and has immersed himself in a number of activities. He has made himself known because he is kind and friendly and willing to help anyone at any time. Each day he makes a point to ask folks how their day is going, and he really wants to hear their answer." A moderator and his director said, "He has held a major role in each of his 4 years. This is primarily due to his large personality, his ability to draw people in, and his dedication. He is the actor other actors look up to." Often Spirit Award recipients are active outside of prep as well, understanding that being a man for others must extend beyond grand memoir for those words to come alive. This young man is very active in his parish, and even has keys to the church so that he can have everything ready for the first Mass each Sunday. An Irish proverb says, "Every day is a gift. Treat it kindly, share it with joy." For treating everyone he meets each day with kindness, and for joyfully sharing his many gifts with all of us, a Prep Spirit Award is proudly presented to the senior from North Bergen, Joseph Doody.